Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the California Golden Bears, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're into that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Takes up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Trying to extend the play. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown for the U. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Cal's offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So, second down after the incompletion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
There's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Finds the receiver wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offense. It's both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Turn starts inside the 15. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. So California's offense back out on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Golden Bears have first and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. Finds room at the 30. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniel. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And he fires the football to the right side. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris,
hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes are going to cash in here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. This quarterback on fire today. Now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he fields it inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Cal's offense takes the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, what a juke. Gets free now. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
This one is right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the line.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Miami. That puts him on top in the second half. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Cal's offense back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And we're going to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, to use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a
touchdown, Cal. This offense is still clicking. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Using his legs on the scramble. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to find room. It's Freeman. Breaks loose at the 45. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On first down, it's play action. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Looking to throw it deep. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
We go with a direct snap. Across the 40 now. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Here's the second down play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35. Rush set it down for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there, but, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Golden Bears will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Handoff in a single back formation. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage on the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? Got space looking for the end zone here.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Direct snap to the back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Send the back in motion. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. Still no answer for this offense. Now the important point after attempt. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team